Hi friends, this is Nagajyoti working as an assistant professor in Department of ECE. So I'm going to discuss about linear integrated circuit course in which it completely deals with op-amp. So in case of unit 2, along with an op-amp applications, we are having other more concept called as voltage regulator. So what is meant by a voltage regulator? What are the different types of voltage regulators and where we are using these voltage regulators and what are the specifications of an voltage regulators are going to be discussed in this session. So let us start with the definition of an voltage regulator. Here the name itself indicates regulation, means maintaining constant. So here as it is saying it as voltage regulator, the voltage need to be maintained constant, that is output voltage should be constant even though there is any changes in the input or any variations in the load current. So in simple words, we can say that a voltage regulator is a circuit in which output voltage should be a constant irrespective of variations of voltage fluctuations at the input or variations in the load current. And these voltage regulators are available in the IC form. So such voltage regulators are called as voltage regulator ICs. And depending upon whether we are regulating a fixed voltage or a range of voltages, these voltage regulators are classified into two types. One is fixed voltage regulator and the second one is adjustable voltage regulator. So here let us discuss what is meant by a fixed voltage regulator. So a fixed voltage regulator, the name itself indicates output is fixed. That output may be either a positive value or a negative value. So as I told you that these are available in the IC form. So if an IC is having a starting number as 78, then it is called as positive fixed voltage regulator. Similarly, if an IC number start with 79, those are the examples for negative fixed voltage regulators. And here 78 or 79XX represents what must be the output voltage which need to be maintained as constant. So let me take as an example of IC number of 7805. So as the number represents 78, it is positive voltage regulator, and 05 represents the output voltage should be is equivalent to plus 5 volts. Similarly, if I am saying 7912, so here 79 represents negative voltage regulator and 12 represents it is to be maintained minus 12 volts output as constant value. And whether it may be a positive voltage regulator or a negative voltage regulator, these regulators is available in the IC form and it consists of three pins. One is input pin, second is ground, and third one is output. So in general, the fixed voltage regulator consists of three pins: input, ground, and output pin. So the The next is adjustable voltage regulator. So here the name itself indicates the output is not a fixed value, but it can be adjusted to a certain voltage range. That is the reason it is also called as variable voltage regulator. So these output can be adjusted either towards a positive value or to a negative value. So the example for an adjustable voltage regulator is LM317. So here LM317 is an IC which is used in order to produce a positive DC voltage within some range. So in the previous fixed voltage regulator, we have seen that it is a 3-pin IC. Similarly, LM317 is also a 3-pin IC, but in the previous case, the first pin is input, second is ground, third is output. But in this case, we are having input, output, and adjustable pin or an adjustable terminal, because the output should not be a fixed value. Instead, it should vary within a range. So, if we want to change the output voltage within a range, here we are using a variable resistor, or it is also called as a potentiometer, by which the output vary between some values, that is from minimum value towards a maximum value. And the important topic of voltage regulators is 723 voltage regulator. So in case of the previous two voltage regulators, that is whether it may be a fixed voltage regulator or a adjustable or a variable voltage regulator, in both of the cases the output is ranging for a limited value. But in case of 723, what is the need for going for a 723? So the limitations of the three terminal voltage regulators can be avoided by using a 723. That is, if we are having any short circuit protection, you cannot able to perform any regulation. But without a short circuit protection, you can able to get an output voltage constant. That is, you get the limitation of a three terminal voltage regulators are no short circuit protection and output voltage is fixed. So in order to avoid these two limitations of a voltage regulator, we'll be using here 723 voltage regulator. So this is a functional diagram of a 723 voltage regulator. And if we observe this, the first block is having a reference voltage amplifier followed by a Zener diode, and the second block is having error amplifier followed by a pass transistors. So here the complete block has been divided into two separate sections. One is Zener and constant current source section, and the other one is error amplifier or a reference amplifier which produces a fixed output voltage. So here the Zener diode is used in order to maintain the output voltage as constant, and it is forced to operate whenever the input voltage is increasing beyond a certain value. And these can be available in the IC form along with an error amplifier, pass transistor, and a current limiting transistor. as similar to that of the fixed voltage regulators and adjustable voltage regulators. These are also available in the IC form, but instead of having minimum number of pins, here this 723 is basically having 14 pin IC. And the difference between non-inverting voltage and the output voltage is again fed back towards the inverting terminal, so that we can minimize if there is any error between the input and output. So if the output voltage is becoming 0, voltage at the inverting terminal will also be 0, because the same output is feeding back towards the input. So here, depending upon those voltage values, these pass transistors is whether in the saturation region or in the conduction region. So if we are getting more voltage from the error amplifier, then these transistors will be getting into saturation, so that it can able to limit the output voltage at that instant. These are the specifications of 723. So the maximum input voltage without destroying an IC is, it can take up to 40 volts, and the reference voltage should always be maintained a voltage of 7 volts, and the ripple rejection, that is how much ability a voltage regulator is having to remove the unwanted, that is more than limited voltages, is called as ripple rejection. The value of this ripple rejection is 74 decibels, and the maximum supply current which can be used by using this 723 is 25 milliamperes. The output voltage range is from minimum value of 3 volts to the maximum value of 30 volts, and it can be operated in a temperature of minus 55 degrees to plus 150 degrees centigrade. And the current supply from the reference supply should be of 15 milliamperes. The last foremost important thing is, we need to able to know what is the difference between a line regulation and a load regulation. So here, in case of a line regulation and load regulation, if there is any change in the variable resistance which are present at the output side, then the corresponding variations in the voltage are called as load regulation. Similarly, if there is any change at the input side of an IC, if such changes will reflect towards the output, such a regulation is called as line regulation. This is all about voltage regulators. Thank you.